Oh, yeah. Let's do that again. Oh, yeah. Here I am, Leon C., a.k.a. Morpheus. Now you're listening to the Academy of Wow Men. Why you're here today, I have a very stimulating message. I know it's been a while. I've been away, spending time with my girls, traveling, doing things. I got a life to live. You understand? And I am a man of my words. I told you, if you don't like, if you don't describe, you don't give a shh, then I don't give a shh. I don't care. I'm just the messenger. You don't want it? Well, that's on you. I can only walk next to you as a horse to the water. I can show you how clean the water is and say, hey, Mr., Mrs. Horse. If you drink, you'll be all right. You can trollop longer. People are chiming in already. You can trollop longer. You can go wherever you want to go. You can probably even live a little longer. But, if you don't want to drink, that's on you. And you know what I'm going to do? Walk away, because I have other horses and other places where I can be. So that's on you. But I'm going to go ahead and give you my disclaimer, because I don't want to take long and I don't want this to be drawn out. And I'm going to say this is in accordance, or you can say this is due to or inspired by a very terrible situation. But it's not terrible for me. It was actually expected. So the disclaimer is, as you know, I don't talk about people. I don't talk about gender. That is bad about gender. I don't care what your preference is. I don't care where you hail from. I don't put down or talk dirty about any individual's life, because I don't know you like that. But if I bring up a person or their name, it's to talk about the subject of what the person talked about, not the person themselves. I'm here to promote empowerment in life and health. But this subject today is going to be very serious, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be serious. And as I have described before, I critique, I speak about the negative of both male and female. But I have been seeing lately the coachman, or you could say the driver, that's been trolloping with the wagon. The person who's pulling the wagon, who's steering the horse in whatever direction. And that would be the male. That would be the man. Now I'm going to get down to the brass tacks and tell you why this is inspired. In my Academy of Wow Men, okay? If you go down and you scroll down into the videos, I know you might not want to because we're too lazy. I understand our attention span now is down to 15 seconds, which is rather typical of the modern American. Okay? We don't think like we used to because, well, we have MSGs in our food and we eat too much chicken. And we don't know anything about health. So, we need to be guided and told what to do because we love being cattle. That's your preference. Or, those who may not be you, or those who are listening who enjoy being cattle. And so I got to tread carefully in my conversation, but be completely direct. So, if we're not lazy, there is Wildman lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down there, and 8. In one of my Wildman lessons, I've explained to you that being big and being tall means nothing. I've explained to you that I used to be a physical trainer and a dojo teaching karate and other forms of martial arts. Karate is just one form. And in one of the competitions or event, I've explained to you a guy who was so-called 6'4", 6'5", something like that, that practically got his ass handed to him by a shorter guy. And I'm not going to get into that. I'm really not going to get into it because some of you women don't understand. And I'm not even going to, it's going to be a long conversation if I do that. See, women got it messed up. And it's an American thing. It's not the world. But see, women like men who are tall. And they think because they're tall, they're strong and they're masculine. Okay? Or that they are capable and they can practically even dwarf or dominate a guy who's shorter, 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", around that range, 5'10". I want a guy who's tall and strong and capable. Well, I've been in the field for a long time and I'm in the sixes myself. I don't like talking about myself. I really don't. But this isn't about me. But why I have brought up that subject, you're going to figure out in just a few minutes because it's all about the message here. My eyes are kind of irritating me right now because I've been traveling. So I'm kind of stuttering for a second here because I'm actually rubbing my eyes when I'm talking to you. So bear with me here. Try not to let this distract me. One of my girls going to bring in some eye drops in just a few minutes. Need to put that in. So, thanks, sweetheart. I've described to you about a competition that I watched a 6'5" guy practically get terminated or destroyed by his opponent because he heavily leaned on how tall he was and how big he was. See, the logic don't fit for the common person that being tall don't mean you're strong. Being tall and big don't mean you're strong and big and fast and capable. Okay? I know of plenty, especially in the Wildman lesson. I think it's Wildman lesson 8 or 7, something around there. I'm not sure. Where I've seen it for myself, even in my own dojo, that these, there's a name for it. Woefully, what is this? Let's see, what's the word? Overrated men, overrated people by illogical emotions or uneducated dynamics of understanding physical combat. People based on their, I would put it like this. I know I'm doing a lot of jibber jabber word salad. I'm warming up, getting back to this, right? Because I've been away for a while. Let me go ahead and make it simple for you. A lot of women think that because their man is 6'4", 6'5", are the best that man can be. And so their preference is for a man to be tall, which is good. That's why I said I am 6 foot tall, so it don't matter. I'm in the sixes. I'm not going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I like to be mysterious. That's the way I am. I'm in the sixes. But however, what I'm saying is they're wrong about it. That thinking that the taller he is, the stronger he is, or the more capable he is. And by fact, and my experience is what I was talking about. I've seen those type of guys practically get, ushered out of the locker room, ushered out of the dojo, ushered out of the gym in a stretcher. Do you understand? By the hands of a 5'7" man. So when women talk about, oh, I want my man to be 6'3" because he's going to be able to protect me, because he's going to be able to strong. Well, just understand this, ma'am. There are 5'7" men out there that can hand your husband's ass to him. Do you understand? No, you don't, because we're thinking illogical. Most of us, we're just emotional about our sensibilities. And I'm bringing this up because I'm not going to say that same guy. I'm not going to say that guy because I'm not going to put him on blast. There is another guy, a good buddy of mine, who's 6'3", ladies and gentlemen, that lost his life not too long ago. Yes, he did. Lost his life. And what I'm going to say is he gave his life away. You can say, how? Wait, what do you mean? What did he do? Did he do? What? Did he give up? What happened? Did somebody karate chop him in the neck and that was it? No. There was no homicide. All right. There was no deleting. Nobody came after him. He came after himself. Because now we're getting ready to get into the message of basically the Shangri-La of why I decided to present this to you. Even though most of you are neglectful, I don't care. Okay? Even though most of you don't like the videos like you're supposed to, I really don't care. Okay? I'm just going to go on another fiesta. I'm just going to go on another break. I don't care. You don't subscribe, you don't like it, well, I'll keep it moving. I'll just shut the YouTube down tomorrow. Don't mean it to me. I'm living my life. Okay? But I'm just delivering this because I find it very curious. I find it very interesting. The priority of men is the reason why you are living in the current state. You're living in the current condition. The world in the westernized common world today. You can say the modern world today has been hand delivered to you. And I'm not blaming them solely. I'm just saying they are part of it. Okay? By men who have prioritized other things besides what's most important. What do you mean? What do you mean, Morpheus? What do you mean? Okay, idiot. Person. You. This. Let's go down to the list of things. Life, health, family. I'm going to say that again. Life, health, and family. What do I mean by life, health, and family? Life combines with plenty of things of what your life is. I described this before in one of my channels, that just because you're breathing, just because you are a walking biped human being, just because you are able to go back and forth to work in your ham and egg job lifestyle, just because you are able to pay your bills and you're able to go home and sleep in your whatever, some of you bed bug infested beds, that don't mean you are alive. There are plenty of people who just exist. That don't mean you are alive. You just exist. Okay? Because talking about life is a different definition. It's a different parameter. And we're not going to discuss that right now because, well, I gave you that lesson already. Maybe in the future I'll discuss it again if I feel like it. Okay? If I have the if I have any intentions or an excuse to do so. Right now, I really don't care. Okay? You figure it out for yourself. But most people just exist. And so they don't really know what give their life girth or give their life a validity or a meaning. And so I'm going to go into a little bit of depth. I'm not going to go too far because I don't want this to be too long once again. Okay? The life of a man is different than the life of a woman. It's not just because you are a human being. No, you are a male. She is a female. And the things that put a smile on a female's face is different than what puts a smile on male's face, on men's face. So when a man is challenged positively, of course, we know that boxing, UFC, basketballs, things like that, it does good for a man. Travel, eating good food, knowing what you like. If you want multiple women, have multiple women. If you want to be rich, go get rich. You want to own a yacht, okay. You want to own your own business. You want to be the boss that you know that you can be. That's fine. But what happens is eventually you're going to find out what's the definition of you. I can't tell you what it is. Only you can. That's why I'm not going to get into it. You are Willy Wonka in your own chocolate factory, okay? And there's Charlies everywhere trying to get in it. But it's up to you of what type of chocolate that you make for your life. Ha ha, right? LOL. But however, a lot of men don't even find that out. A lot of men live a very low profile, low hanging fruit, submissive slave lifestyle where they don't really live their life. They just function as pack mules, meaning you do what you told to do on a day-to-day basis. You don't go to the yacht or the boat like you want to. You don't go travel like you want. As a matter of fact, when you do your 9-to-5 job, you wait until they give you vacation days and then you go out somewhere and you think you're really living, but that's just partially it. But if that's the kind of life that you want, go ahead, because that's your level of acceptance, and what works for one man may not work for the next. But however, I got to tiptoe around this because life is based on what you defined it to be. I'm just telling you that life is a value, whatever you see it to be, whether it's to be a leader or a follower, a sheep or a lion. Are you a cat? Are you a rat? Are you the one chasing the mouse or the mouse chasing you? Most times you've seen on a constant basis that most men, not all, on American soil, they are the rats. They're being chased by cats, because they put themselves in a submissive position. So when it comes to living or finding things that make you happy or giving enlightenment, it's very far-fetched. And whenever you do find it, we're going to get to that point. We're going to get to that point. We're going to get to that point. Pause it right there. Whenever you get to that point, I'm going to do the cutoff right now because I'm building it up. Stop right there. Tab. Now, what was the next thing I said? Losing my mind right here. Okay. Life, family, and health. Let's go for health. Then we're going to say family last. Health. A lot of times men neglect their health for other things. They prioritize other stuff. That's going to be the biggest thing. You know what? Let's go ahead and put that last. Let's go for family. Family. Say, okay, well, a man want a woman. What's wrong with that? Or some men still want to get married. Stupid, but they want to get married anyway. They want to be stupid, but hey, be stupid, get married in America and be stupid. If that's what you want to do, go ahead. But you must understand that it's going to come with consequences and it's going to come with penalties. And some of you, what do you mean, man? I don't know, man. You LCM, you are out of your mind, man. What you doing talking about marriage, man? You just such a hater. Now you're talking about 6'4" guys. Now you're talking about men who are married. You must be lonely and you ain't really got no women and you must be 5'2". Sir, you can think whatever you want to think. Just don't get in my face. That's all I got to say. You can think however you want to think. Have fun with what you think. But how I live is none of your damn business. And I say what I say because I come from experience and I know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can research yourself. If you're that dumb, you're in the wrong channel. It has nothing to do with disliking marriage. It is the laws, and it is that marriage do not help men. It's not for you, buddy. And it has nothing to do with me being shorter than 6'4". I said I'm in the sixes. I tower. You understand? But it's not about me. This is a message according to the passing away from a 6'4" man that I know personally. So unravel your ball sack and stop talking stupid. Okay? Take your panties somewhere else if you want to do that. Putting all ignorance aside, there are too many married men who aren't aware of what's going on today. I have watched for myself. I got friends. I have people. I have associates. I teach. I visit families. I've watched men who get married from day one. Years later, that so-called football legend, that so-called basketball guru, That so-called in shape, in gym, chiseled dude becomes the Michelin Man. Or he becomes dad bod. Or he loses his hair. He's bald now. Or he can't skate no more. He can't roll no more. He can't roller skate no more. He barely even rides his motorcycle, his Harley Davidson. I watch these dudes need permission from their mothers, their wives. Oh, I said it right the first time. Their mothers, which is their wives. Just to go and spend $5. Do you understand? So she ends up softening you guys up for a matter of 14, 15, sometimes 20 years or so. Because I've seen y'all old pictures. And I'm not even going to get into that because it's going to make this lesson too long. I got to hop, skip, and jump here, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me. Because y'all got a short attention span. So I've learned that you guys don't want to learn nothing. You like fast, quick entertainment. When it comes to thinking, that's the average American. And that is why, let me stop. I ain't going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to go there. And Lord, I don't apologize. I'm going to tell the goddamn truth. You understand? That's why your country is going to, stop. It's going to hell in a handbasket. This is why y'all are sinking sand, where it used to be a proud flag, red, white, and blue, of pride, family, justice, rightness, solid people, loyalty, honor. No, because you know what y'all did? Y'all start breeding soft ass, redundant, smoking, drinking, drug addict, sickness in the form of your offspring. So, oh, this is the new America. No, this is the new weakness. Because you let anything go and you don't stop it. You don't maintain value because you don't. Let me stop. Stop, sweetheart. Please pinch me. It's like I can't go off rails here. I can't go off the rails. I can't teach them if I am too passionate. Okay? Here, this is what it is. Okay? A lot of times men don't maintain their frame in their marriage. They get softer, they get weaker, they become passive, they can't do what they used to do because now they have too many obligations that isn't going to fulfill them in the end, especially when women file for divorce 80% of the time. When women usually are the ones who need or take or become the beneficiary or whatever you want, whatever fancy words you want to use, they benefit from your labor. Whereas there is a poster, and I'm going to put an image in your mind of marriage, and I'm going to move on to health. I got to, again, hop, skip, and jump. I can't tell it all. Okay. There was a poster that me and my girls laughed at. And I love the way they laugh, especially when I'm not going to put them on blast like that. One of them, when she laughs, she likes to grab my arm and pinch a little bit. And she puts her face right in my shoulder. Not irritating, but cute like a child. She just right there, just giggling her ass off. I love it. So we was standing outside of I ain't gonna tell you where I am. Outside of a place, okay? And somebody put a sign on the wall for, some people say shits and giggles, right? And there was a bride, of course a bride, and her groom, the guy, he was bent over and there was a chain around his neck. Like a collar, like like you walk your dog. And he was on all four legs while she was standing behind him. And one of my girls, she pointed me pointed her finger in my back to get my attention. She said, "Look at that over there. Doesn't that remind you of something?" My first reaction was, "Oh, that's the majority of American men." Oh man, that's the majority of American men. And I began to look at it as well, and of course we analyze it. Girls happy-go-lucky. But then I turned to my girls and say, imagine if he tries to break that chain. What happens is, if he yanks away from his master and he runs wild. She's going to call the animal control, and the animal control is the divorce court. The animal control is alimony. The animal control is the government. The animal control may be the police officers when she screamed Bloody Mary and false allegations where, the officers not. Hey, Mr. Brad. Mr. Brad. Yeah, I heard there was some domestic violence here. Can you step out of the house, please? Can we have a conversation here? Yeah, Mrs. Brad called me and said that you were being violent and drunk. We need to, pull you away because, somebody's going to have to go to jail tonight. And then she's going to go in the kitchen and pretend like that you abused her. She start punching herself in the face. She take a knife to her own hand and, push her face to the refrigerator, run into the edge of the wall, and she'll smear her face paint and makeup. I call it clown paint, but whatever you want to call it. Her war paint. While she's standing in front of the officer, yeah, he hit me, and he was yelling at me, and he's too dangerous for my kids, and I can't be with him no more. I'm just scared for my life because he started raising his voice. And you're dumb, happy-go-lucky, happy wife, happy life, will not be living there any longer because you don't understand your value. Because you don't listen to men like me and others all around the world. I can tell you all kind of men right now. There's no excuse now. There are plenty of men on the internet, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want to go, that are warning you men, value your life. And if you do get married, or if you get into a relationship, don't get married. No long-term commitment, no cohabitating, blah, 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 blah. Now, let me take a sip on this. Honey, where's my drink? She got it. It's over there on the table. Tell her to go get it for me. It's okay. We're trying to warm up to this. Good stuff. Wait a minute. This stuff is... It's okay. Ooh, good job. Woo! Boy, good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to get into it. You're going to say I'm a hypocrite, right? I'm not married to my companions. I already told you what my link is. And I've explained to you that they're not from America, thank God. Okay? And I said, don't do what I do because I went through some stuff to get where I am with them. But the majority of American women, the majority of the soil, or you could say the ocean that you are swimming in America, the fish is no good. Do you understand what I'm saying, or do I have to explain it to you? All right. So when you hear other men say no cohabitation, no marriage, they're trying to save your ass. You can go somewhere else. Go overseas. Be a passport bro. Whatever you do. Oh, and by the way, don't bring her back. And I don't hear you say, well, you did it. No. You got to understand, not everybody's going to win, buddy. Understand this. Just because I can do something, I would not tell you to do what I am doing because I understand and comprehend how difficult it is. Do you understand? I'm not going to mislead you. If I drive 195 miles per hour and I end up hurt, or you could say, even if I make it, if I survive, okay, and it's a busy street, and I just so happen to get lucky some kind of way, Just because I've done it, I would not tell you to do it. I would tell you, do not drive 195 miles per hour. Don't do it, especially on a busy street. You better go and do it where it is legal. You better do it under supervision, and it better be an exact drag strip that is well known for racing. Make sure that your car is in good condition and there's no pedestrians, and know what you're doing and have your license. That's what I would tell you to do. Don't do what I do, because I understand your chances of survival is very, very slim. So I'm not contradicting myself. I'm telling you exactly what it is. Don't do it. Now, you will. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not even going to do it because some of y'all just idiots. Y'all do it because you think the statistics will give you the fulfillment. There's plenty of men who have done that and they're okay today. But I will tell you, a lot of you men, let me stop. I'm not going to do it. You just don't have the backbone for it. I mean, look at the way America is today. And you men have been in leadership for a long time. How's that working out for you? Let me stop. Because this is not man bashing day. This is not misandry. Okay. I'm here to critique because one of my buddies passed away. I'm doing this for my 6'4" buddy who is no longer in the land of the living. I try to critique you guys because this happens to you all the time, because you don't listen to a guy like me. You think this is all a pride show. You know, we're doing a sword fight. You know, who's better? I am bigger. I'm stronger. And I'm doing this and I'm living this life. No, I talk about my girls because I care about them, and they are, how can I put it? Without it seeming to be, I'll put it like this. They're great. And I'm glad to sit back and see what I put together. All right. What a lot of men can't do. And it feels good on the inside. All right. It does. Pause. Stop. No, I mean, my heart swells. That's what I mean. Get your mind out of the gutter. But however, the majority of men lack self-awareness. Do you understand what I mean? I'm going to break it down to you. Going to the health. We're going to segue this to the health. Hop, skip, and jump, ladies and gentlemen. Hop, skip, and jump. Don't click that. You can start hearing that on radio. Hop, skip, and jump. We're going to hop, skip, and jump this. I'd be like, yeah, that came from me. Some moron clipped it. Anyway. A lot of men prioritize the most stupidest. Now, I know it's my opinion. I get it. I understand. But realistically and universally, they concentrate and prioritize the most stupidest, the most irrelevant, the most ignorant I've ever seen in life. I have talked to and spoken with this particular 6'4" guy about his health, and many others. This guy would spend time in his garage before he'd spend time in the gym, and the doctor would tell him, sir, you need to do this, do that. And me understanding and comprehending the health field because I'm in it. No, I'm not a doctor. Stop. I'm just, let's just say, very educated, very endowed with the knowledge of health. And so I explained to him as well how to get in the gym, take care of himself, eat better, and prioritize your health. This guy would rather tattoo himself with Harley Davidson on his chest and his neck. This guy would rather go in the garage and spend 2 hours on his truck, day in and day out, sweat, stress, while having high cholesterol, high stress levels, high blood pressure, having close calls every now and then. I said, listen, man, your car, your truck, and your motorcycle is not going to get you off of your, how can I say it, your pass away bed. You need to start focusing on your health, dude. Start focusing on your health and your mind. This guy would just go, car meets, try to show off what type of car he got, how fast it is. Never put that same effort or quality in his health. What I just say? The three things: life, family, health. Life, family, health. Life, family, health. I'm not going to get too in depth with family. I know I jumped over it, but just to touch on it a little bit, I'm not saying that you can't have a family because you're not getting married. I'm saying be careful. If you want to do that, good luck, but you got to choose the right woman. But you got to know your success rate of anything quality and on Western shores is very low. So you better take your fishing net and your fishing rod, go somewhere else and fish. Don't fish in red, white, and blue. Do you understand? It's not favorable for men. Go somewhere else. That's not misogyny. Okay, this is statistic. This is the dramatic effects of men being demasculated. Do you understand? You guys are getting praying mantises right in your face, and you still go and date a praying mantis. Credit to CGA, Coach Greg Adams. You guys will put yourselves in the slave mentality in order to get along. You go along to get along, and you have to tuck your chest in. You got to curve your balls in. You got to hide your shoulder width and start sashaying like a female with a pink dress in order to get along with the majority of people that are around you on a typical basis. You want to know how I know this? I don't have to know you. I don't have to know what's going on. I don't even have to know you personally. All I need to see is the way that the shores are operating. That's just like there's a machine on the other side of the wall, right? I don't have to know what kind of machine is on the other side of the wall. You want to know how I would know what type of machine it is? By what it produces. If there's a conveyor belt that's in front of me, whatever is on that conveyor belt that is produced by that machine, that's what that machine is. Do you understand? Huh? Or do I got to repeat myself? The way that families are shaky, the way that y'all are scary, the way that y'all operate, the way of the high obesity rates, the high diabetes rates, the very low birth rate in America, the very high divorce rate in America, the ignorance that y'all have lets me know exactly what the problems is. If you watch Human Nature, all you got to do is sit back and watch. If you spend time on the number one value I told you about, life, remember I told you that, time for yourself, cutting a piece of the pie where 25% of that is yours. Then of course the rest of the 75% is to other priorities, but you keep that 25% for yourself at all times, where you study, you meditate, and you see life for what it is. You're going to figure out by watching everybody else jump over the cliff that is not the thing to do. You understand what I'm saying? I got to repeat myself. Do I have to? So a lot of the time is family is, it can go outside of you creating a family of your own. It could be your brother, your sister, and your father. See, a lot of y'all didn't talk about that, huh? You didn't think I was going to go that route, did you? Ah, I see. Oh, I see. Y'all don't think like that because family is not family anymore. I get it. What are you, LCM? Your family's not... Well, I'm talking to you, buddy. This ain't about me. This is about you. Your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, y'all can't even get right. Let alone you trying to build a family of your own with some strange woman that have 150 body count. You try to get with her, she's going to take your kids from you. Next thing you know, you standing there living in a one-bedroom apartment and you broke like a joker that you are. because you never learned nothing. Go check that out. How's that going to work for you? So the family part extends in multiple directions. If your biological family don't work, build a new family with friends and people that you trust and build a foundation from there. And if you're going to build a personal family of your own, you need to know it's going to come with consequences, but it's still a value. Do you understand what I mean? You may not be able to build a healthy family like you want to, because you got to be, like I just said, on your P's and Q's, watch yourself, protect yourself, because everybody's trying to prey and mantis you, take your money, your time, demasculate you. But that doesn't mean that is not a value. That's why I put family as a value. To recap on what I was saying, to double down. So anyhow, getting back to health. I've watched men prioritize women. Oh, oh no, you didn't say that. Oh, you didn't say that. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put my two. Oh, you didn't say it. No, listen. Women are valuable. Did I say they was not valuable? No, I said prioritize. That has nothing to do with misogyny. That didn't say women wasn't a priority. I said men prioritize women, and in continuation, prioritize women over prioritizing his success. Ah, got you there, huh? Yeah, got you there, huh? See, women are going to come, but you need to be in a position where not only will they come, but they can come in a comfortable home. They can come into a comfortable position where you're not struggle dating. You understand what I'm saying? You're not broke dating. You're not dating and you're living in your mom's house or basement. You're not dating and you got a 1-bedroom apartment and she's not trying to help you or be a support mate, because most women, they're not trying to. They don't want to help you build. They want you to be a ready-made box of macaroni and cheese. They don't want to sit up here and make the macaroni and cheese and the cheese, okay, cut it up and melt it down and no, they don't want to do that. They want you ready-made. They want microwave men. Do you understand? So if women want microwave men, you got to play the game. You don't have to, but you got to know. Baby, where's that at? Okay. Thank you. You got to know that you had to do that, didn't you? You got to know that that's how they operate. Now, there are some exceptions to the rules. But however, when you are the best version of yourself, not virgin, version, you're the best concept. Well, not concept either. I'm wrong there. No, when you are the best development of yourself, then you can be the best person to deal with in a relationship, or shall I say, as you lead the relationship, whatever that relationship might be. I am not one to tell you what it is, because a lot of you get married anyway. A lot of you get in a long-term relationship anyway. A lot of you cohabitate with the wrong person anyway, regardless of what I say. So what happens is you put that before your health, you put that before your success or other priorities, whatever hobbies that you have, and she's on a pedestal, and you lose yourself. You lose your direction. You lose your goal. And you put all your money and your time into her, and there's a word for that. You jeopardize yourself. You jeopardize your own future with her, because you stop focusing on your grind. You stop focusing on your prosperities, and you put her before that, which inevitably causes you to lose those prosperities and aspects of yourself. And therefore, you're no good to even be in a simple relationship, let alone a marriage. So in a nutshell, I got to finalize this. There's a lot of hop, skip, and jump here. The 6'4" buddy of mine passed away because his priorities wasn't all over the place. And what I've noticed, there's a worse condition that a lot of men can get into. And I said it in the beginning, and I'm going to bring it back now. See, a lot of married men, it's no pun to you. This is no attack on you. This is not me being a male misandrist. Okay. But what I've been around the world, you understand? I'm in the thicket of it. I'm there. And I'm the guy who, I ain't gonna say it. Y'all not ready. A lot of times I see what your woman see. I'm just gonna put it like that. You was once a great person, and when she's with you for a good 5-6 years, now you this soft, pudgy, weak, I can't lift my hand, I don't drive my motorcycle no more, I don't know how to do a hockey, or I don't shoot pool no more, I don't do what I used to do type of guy. She makes you the soft boy that you always was, where you was once upon a time a man when you first met her. Now you just soft. Let me stop. Thank you, baby. Thank you for that. You lose your way. You lose your track. Because you stop prioritizing you and your health, your gym time. This guy used to go to the gym. He was once in the gym. Okay? I was teaching this guy martial arts. So I critiqued him every step of the way about staying focused, being the best version of himself. Everything I just told you, I told this guy. And my respects to his family, even though they don't know who I'm talking about, but if they know LCM Morpheus, he must be talking about this guy because I have connections here. So he must be guess here, guess there. And I'm not saying that's what he gets. But remember that statement. Let me give you a Shangri-La here. Are you ready? I'm going to give you a Shangri-La. And I'm tired of seeing it. And I want it to stop. I'm going to say this as best as I can, men. I want to see the best of you. Do you understand? I am tired of seeing you guys demasculated. I'm tired of you guys in the divorce court getting broken. I am tired of you guys I am tired of you guys passing away and not having the opportunity to enjoy not only the fruits of your labor, but the maximized version of yourself. There's a thing that people say, and I'm going to nip it in the bud because I would not be Morpheus if I do not give you a very massive red rain of pills that will awaken you to reality. They say that women live longer than men. And they try to tell you, oh, this is scientific. And this is because it's the way that it is. And because it's because, and it's because this, and it's because this. Shut up. Because my ass. You understand? With big, fat, red lips. Who the hell you think you talking to? No, I'm going to tell you why. It's because men don't value themselves. That's why. Because often, women are smart enough to say, I'm going to stop right here where there's a ditch right there. Oh, I can climb down there, but no, I'm going to stay up here and sit on the bench. No, I'm going to sit on the, what do you call that chair, that lawn chair? I'm just going to sit here and chill. No, honey, you go ahead and go down there. You, the dummy, with pride, looking like Homer Simpson, take your funny pot-belly, let me stop. Your powder keg down there, you haven't been to the gym in 5 years. You don't even know what health food is. Last time you went to the health food store was when you was picking your son up. That's it. Been eating meat your entire life. Don't know what it is, a vegetable. What is that? Without a beer can next to it. You take your funny obese ass down there on the cliff because you think you can, because you want to show off with pride. You struggle. You go down there. You sprain an ankle. You dislocate a shoulder. Okay. Or you might fall and crack your ass or something. Oh, I'm a man. This is just what I do. And then when I get done, I'm gonna make a big dollhouse or a big tree house for my kids, and I'm gonna do this all day. And you do back-breaking work. Struggle, you hurt, you splinter, get carpal tunnel, bad knees, and then you do this over and over and over and over and over again, while your wife or your girlfriend sitting there drinking a Long Island iced tea or a cocktail, while your donkey slave butt is doing all the heavy labor until you exist no more. That's what it is. And I'm giving examples. There's nothing wrong building a treehouse for your child. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Sometimes it's a fun project. What I mean is, I could give you better examples, but I'm pretty sure use your own imagination. I'm not going to hold your hand, child. You figure it out. I am saying that y'all put yourselves in unnecessary extreme situations that cause you to lose your life soon. You go out there and drag race. You go out there on your motorcycle. You go out there thinking you're still capable of UFC. A lot of you let your son, or maybe of yourself, think, oh, I can still skateboard. You jump on a skateboard and think you're going to slide down some stairs as if you are a superpowered hero until you flip backwards and hit your back on the handrail. Now, you're fractured or you got broken bones. Now you're in the hospital for a major surgery because the rail just missed your spinal cord and you was almost paralyzed, dummy, because you don't value your life. A lot of times it has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, well, genetically, scientifically, it's because women live longer than men. No, have you watched the stupid that men do? Have you watched men? Do you see yourself sometimes? I sit down and I watch a girl just sit there. She's just chilling. She's on a cell phone with her legs crossed, talking to somebody or a neighbor. This guy with a chain, an invincible chain around his neck, doing stuff around the yard, outside. He's climbing outside on a ladder, cleaning out the gutter, right? In a rundown neighborhood. Let me stop. Stop. Next thing you know, the ladder gives way and this Homer Simpson falls to the ground and hits his back or his face on the ladder. Yeah, if you keep doing that 20 times, okay, over and over again, year after year, you're not going to find out. You're going to find out you're not going to visit your daughter's or your son's graduation. You understand? Or if you're there, you will be there half the man that you used to be because, oh, I'm a man, beating on your chest like a monkey. This is what we're supposed to do. Oh, this is what we're supposed to do because I'm a man. This is what I'm supposed to do. And you don't even realize nobody told you to live that life. You wanted a child? Okay. Why go build a treehouse? But okay, have fun with that. That's your choice. Like I said, it's neither here or there. You want to do it? Do it. Nobody told you to get that house with the raggedy gutters. You never heard of the gutter guard? You don't know about these leaf guards that they have nowadays? You don't know anything about that? You want me to set you up, son? with the leaf guard system. But most of the time, y'all could, a man can live anywhere. A man can live in a cave. He can live in his car. He can live in a 1-bedroom house, a studio apartment. He can live in his van, a trailer park. Or a man, who said you have to live that type of life? But no, you got married. You took on all this responsibility. Now you got to go outside, cut the grass. You got to wipe your windows. You got to, set up a fence outside. You got to clean the gutters. You got to fix the roof. You get out there thinking you're macho man. You haven't been in the gym for 10 years. And now you in the hospital 2 months later. The doctor's talking about, well, Mr. Jones, you're going to have to slow down. And your wife still sitting there sucking a lollipop because she's going to live longer than you. And while you gone, she take all your insurance, whatever that you left behind, because all you did for your entire life was, here I come to save the day. Slave is what I do. Chain me down. I don't want to live my life. All I do is work. Never live. Have you ever, I don't know the name of this movie, but have you ever watched that movie with Leo DiCaprio? I don't know if it's The Great Gatsby or something like that. I think it's something like that. And there's another movie called Uncle Buck. And I got to think of what the actor's name was. It's a shame I don't remember it. It's terrible that I don't remember his name. John Candy, something like that. John Candy. And Uncle Buck was this guy who just barely made it. He was just barely making it across with his raggedy car. And I did a comparison with those two guys. The difference is a guy that's in like Uncle Buck, right? John Candy movie. He's struggling to make it. So any woman that come across to help him out, every day, oh, this is my wife. She makes half the bills too. Y'all living okay, but dude, you struggle living. That's what you're doing. You're just existing. Then you got Leo DiCaprio, the movie The Great Gatsby or something like that, when he had all these riches and money. And you don't even understand that lifestyle isn't based on riches and money. It's based on not being chained down to limitations, where you can just live your damn life, right? And you'll live a much better life when your stress levels are at zero, where you can just buy a maid. You don't have to go outside and take your rusty ass up there on a ladder. Pay somebody to do it, dummy. All right, you can take the time to go to the gym, go for a bike ride, meditate for a little bit. Just read a book for about an hour and a half, go for a jog for, an hour or something. Go spend some time with some friends, go eat healthy food, get away from your meats, go vegan if you want to, I don't know. Eat salad for once instead of fast food. But what I found out is that men are so full of goddamn pride where you don't even care about yourself. And you practically delete yourself instead of concentrating on yourself. There's other forms of self-deletion, and that's one of them, self-neglect. You just think that you're supposed to be born to be a slave. You're born to just work and do for everybody. This is what I do. Stressed out, frustrated, running back and forth in the garage. You got to go pick the kid up over here. Oh, this is just so much. And by the time you get a chance to get home and sit down, it's 8 o'clock. You smell like onions. You look stupid. And you rusted out and you tired. You can't do nothing but grab a beer and get ready for bed, but you haven't did in your whole day but work. What kind of goddamn life? What kind of life is that? What the hell you doing? I mean, you just a marching man, a marching wind-up soldier. Go here, do that, fix this. The piping over here, wife need that. Go buy this. Go to the store here. Your truck needs oil over here. You just sit and you never think to say, wait a minute, do I really have to do this? And all that time, you ain't getting it back, buddy. It's not coming back. And remember I said that tab point, the save point? Do y'all remember? Aha, Shangri-La. Remember what I said the save point? Or some of you have short attention span. When I said until, remember? You keep doing that until you get too old where you can't undo or get back all the time you lost. Now you finally got a little money. You finally have a little bit of freedom. Finally got your 401k, whatever the hell that you're doing. You're old now. You can't even barely, let me stop. You can't even barely do the things you used to do. Now you got to take Viagra. Now the doctor's telling you, well, you got to take these poisonous pills in order to keep your blood levels down. You know, now you're on all kind of stress levels, blood pressure over here, your arm, your shoulders hurt. You can't even lift weights like you used to. Now you got to lift light weights because you old now, because you spent your entire life serving people like the wind-up slave that you always wanted to be, instead of valuing your life, like I said. And then you finally get the prize when you're old and useless to yourself. That's a hell of a life to live. No, that's a hell of an existence to live. But you did it to yourself. A lot of these things is the same thing that happened to my 6'4" buddy. These 6 foot tall something guys, these girls are like, oh, I want my guy to be tall and 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". Ma'am, just because he's 6 foot something don't mean he's smart. He can be a tall dummy. Do you understand? That person can be that person is no different than a 5'4" idiot either, because they both can do the same. They both doing the same thing. One is just taller. They can just reach the drawers and the plates that's on the top shelf in your kitchen. Nothing else. He's still doing the same thing that every other 5'4", 5'5", 5 foot whatever, 5'6" guy is doing, being full of pride and ignorant. You think being tall makes a difference? That logic does not reach the top floor. Because there are plenty of men throwing their lives away because they don't value themselves. And it happens at such a high rate, and they put themselves in the most excruciating, aggravated situation where the woman's going to outlast him because he doesn't understand his own value. He don't value himself. He values everything else. Well, that's what we're supposed to do, is sacrifice our life for. Who said? Well, you stay over there and you do that. I'd rather live like on a yacht. I'd rather be sitting down in a lawn chair, chilling with a glass of Long Island iced tea, because I value my life. And there is no man on a constant basis who considers himself to be a really good, headstrong man that only just does what he's told to do. You don't think, damn it? You don't have a mind of your own? You don't want to create a world of your own and be free to live your life? You don't want to find yourself sitting there doing fishing for as long as you want to without anybody telling you when to stop? Y'all all put yourselves on curfew, on a grown man's curfew. Well, I got to go here. I can't stay too long because my wife and my kids. Well, who told you, buddy, to go get your wife and your kid? You did. And then got to complain about it. Now you got arthritis. All right, I already said it, and I'm going to go ahead and close it here. So basically, my buddy died. He passed away because he neglected himself. He put priorities in other places, but he did not invest in himself. And I see most men doing this. When what I'm saying is, you dudes need to start valuing your life and your time. You need to learn how to say no and stop prioritizing the wrong things. Women are going to come once you put yourself in a good position. Once you're in a good position, in you could say a safe position where you are financially solid, you're mentally solid, and you got yourself in order and you know who you are, then you can probably, mess around in the dating scene. But here's the thing, and I can't put too much emphasis on this, and I can't put too much on it anyway because I'm trying to close this out as soon as I can. Too many times you have ignorant, unlearned fathers who either they are absent, by no way means is it their fault, or they're in the home and they are actually there with the son and they are ignorant because he has the information. He's been married for 13 whatever years that he's been your dad, so to speak, or been there, stepfather or father. And he should pass on what you can do to help yourself as a young man. But a lot of times, these greasy, these inexperienced and lackluster fathers don't pass it on. And they just let bygones be bygones. So when the child turns 15, 16, 17, he's not going to listen to what the father has to say when it comes to women. He's going to want to be with a woman because women are attractive, they're beautiful, and they're very alluring. And women, listen carefully, is the number one fall of man. The strength of a woman is the dislocation of a man in his power. And what I mean by power is him establishing himself or knowing himself. Because the problem with a lot of men is pride. Just like the same problem with married men, where you can't tell them nothing. They think they know everything. They've been married for 20 years, don't know anything about the dating scene today. They're as lost as a puppy, but yet they think they're as well endowed and acknowledgeable as a shepherd. But they're not. Okay? And so that boy who's 17, 18, 16, he thinks he is established. He thinks he knows everything. He thinks that he has his life in order, and all he want to do is just go get a relationship and think it's all about marriage and everything's going to be forever. But that's because there's not a lot of male examples. There is some men out here. You listen to YouTube now. You listen to social media now. There are plenty of men on social media telling you, value yourself first. And when you value yourself, that is get in the gym, eat healthy, take care of yourself, work out, get established, get your mind together, understand what living in depletion is, or deleting, and have experience with women before you engage with women on a serious level. But that's not being taught enough. So therefore, we added a society now where a bunch of bumbling buffoons are just walking around. Yeah, marriage is everything. And, I don't have to care about myself. I'm just going to go out there and be a businessman and make my money, come on home. And that's just what I do. I haven't been in the gym in like 12 years. I'm okay as long as I eat healthy. No, flobber. You're going to have to get on the treadmill once in a while, at least. Go do some jogging once in a while. Speed walking if you have to. Maybe even get in the gym and do a little basketball, in-gym basketball. We got basketball courts inside the gym, but no. A lot of times disease is more like a dis-ease of the mind and your lifestyle. It is dis-eased. You understand? So you bring disease to your body. And therefore that dis-ease will overtake you, where you can no longer, let's just say, survive in the physical realm of humanity. And so you spend your whole life working, you spend your whole life being a slave that you love to be, working for everybody else, doing what everybody else tell you to do. You're a man, but yet you listen to what everybody else tell you what to do. What a joke. And then you find yourself 6 foot under. At least I left the legacy behind. I left a beautiful wife and a couple of kids and some money, but you're not here to enjoy it. That's smart. That's self-sabotage, sir. And men have been doing that for years. What I'm telling y'all is to start valuing yourself. Put yourself first for once. Because I'm tired of you guys disappearing from the face of the planet because you allow yourself to work like a slave. You start valuing yourself. You start putting money into you. You start doing things that you love to do and start learning the word no, or hell no, or absolutely not. And take some time off and do the things you love to do so you can live a little longer for your kids, your family, and the people who love you. But first, you got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, well, join the majority of the morons that I'm talking about now. That's the message for today.